moment of the game, Nomar. It is Shohei Ohtani with his Major League leading 20th home run of the year.
He gets a breaking ball, stays back on it, and drives it the other way. I mean, just a pretty swing. I mean, look at that. Look at the way the upper part of his body stays back, stays closed. Even if the hips stay open, he still knows it's like a coil as that front side stays closed, and then he releases.
54 home runs last year for the Big Show. He's on pace for 59, Jerry. His 13th home run here in the month of May.
If this dude ended up getting 60 homers and he's pitching in the second half, I mean, he's already doing all-world stuff. We got to go access 360 and break down this home run. Listen, he does so many amazing things. To be able to go Oppo Taco here is, I can't believe I'm going to say it's almost surprising, but it's not. It's a breaking ball or a cutter the other way, high, towering drive over that left field wall. Look at him stay square, and he's able to get extended. How is he able to get extended? Because he stays back and fires those hands and hips in unison. That's how he's able to get so much power. I just love his approach. Understand, you know what? I'm going to shoot the ball the other way, but if he makes a mistake, I can drive over that wall over 362 feet. He's smiling because he realized, okay, I know I'm good. I know I'm one of the best baseball players ever. But sometimes he surprises himself because, as you know, that's a big wall, okay? And it's a long way. To go that way, pretty impressive.
Really impressive.
Well, and Shohei Ohtani is now homered in 3 consecutive games, Nomar, for the second time this month. So this guy, we know he hits it in bunches, and he's been doing that.
I mean, don't be afraid. Let's go 4. I'm just saying. I mean, why not, right? He's already done that. So, no, listen, he looks unbelievable. And really last couple of games, getting him on the board early. But at the same time, you know, they're trying to figure out, do we have to intentional walk? You want an intentional walk to get to Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman? And the other thing is when you get guys on base in the bottom of the lineup. That's what was great about that at bat. You pitch to him because you're like, man, Tommy Edman's already on base. What am I going to intentionally walk Shohei to put a guy in scoring position? So now you have to pitch to him, and he does damage. This is why getting guys on base in front of him, man, will capitalize on the mistake.
What's insane about this, okay, unlike last year, this year he's on a pitching program. He's throwing 2 bullpens a week. He has a light bullpen. Then he still has his throwing program. He has to get to the stadium early. And then he has a bullpen session which max out, or he's facing live batters as we've seen. For him to have the strength and the concentration, go out there and continue to perform as a leadoff hitter. Like I said, if this dude hits 60 home runs and then is pitching the way he's going to be pitching, I'm doing 60 push-ups. And 60 push-ups for 60 homers. That's a lot of push-ups, John.
And let's not forget, and a new dad. All of that.
There it is right there. Daddy's strength.
Dad's strength.
Impressive.
Let's go back to Cleveland. Hear from Max Muncy right now with Kirsten in the media.
Does that tell you anything about like where your swing is at, like the path that's right?
I mean, a little bit, but again, like I'm getting to the top of the baseball, which is the important thing, and you know, I've been driving it, just like I said, I haven't been driving it in the air, and so you know, the other night in New York, 108 just on the ground. You know, several balls hit hard just on the ground or low line drives, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. But yeah. Just one of those things where you have to kind of weather it.
What were the reads on when you first got on base, stealing second, and then getting home on Andy's little flare?
Yeah, stolen base was just, you know, felt like I had something on him. Took a chance. Almost didn't work out, but, you know, thankfully it did. And then the read on Andy's ball, just I felt like it was going to get over second baseman's head. And so they got really good outfielders with really good arms. And so trying to give myself the best chance possible to score right there.
You mentioned getting the ball in the air. You did have a couple deep flyouts earlier in the game. Did you feel like it was kind of starting to get there?
Yeah, like I said, it was kind of a frustrating night up to that point because I felt like I had several pitches that I should have, you know, driven and just missed them. Still hit them hard, but just missed them getting underneath it. And so, you know, to get that one at the end felt really good.
You look at these last 2 games, just does it feel like complete baseball games from the group? And does it feel like kind of getting back to your guys' true identity on the field?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. It's definitely been better. Offensive side has been great. Pitching's been great. You know, we had 2 guys get deep into the game for us, and that's always huge. And the bullpen came in and did their job. You know, not putting too much stress on those guys, and that's the key for us on offense is to, you know, kind of give them a little bit of a lead to work with, and we were able to accomplish that.
You mentioned the offensive side. Shohei's homered in 3 straight games now. What's it like just being in a lineup with him and watching that happen?
it's really cool. A little bit of jealousy, probably. He basically mishits a fly ball today, and it was, 180 off the bat or whatever it was, and still goes out. And so it's just one of those things where he does stuff that no normal human being can do, and it's really fun to watch. It's really fun to see it.
Michael, a 2-hit game, including a home run. We saw your huge smile, the support from your teammates, just to get the results. There's been a lot of hard hits as of late, but to get the results, how encouraging and rewarding was that for you?
Well, it felt great to see one go over the wall. It's been a while. And I think the reaction for me and the reaction for me and my teammates, they've had my back this whole time. It's been a rough go for the past month or so, and they've been with me the whole time. So just trying to keep me in good spirits, and I love those guys. So it's been fun to see their reactions.
We've seen a lot of hard contact from you. Is this something, these results are just something that you've been kind of sticking to your approach, or were you tinkering with a few things to get the results today?
I've been making adjustments. I think the at-bats have been getting better. There's still some work to do, but seeing the ball come off a little bit hotter, spitting on some pitches and swinging at some pitches that I should be swinging at, and getting on base a little bit more. I mean, those are all the things that I need to do, and what I'm going to continue to try to do.
It's now back-to-back wins, but they've really been 2 complete games and 2 complete wins, whether it's hits up and down the lineup, the pitching. How does it feel just getting back to Dodgers baseball with these 2 wins?
Just like you said, we're playing really well out here in Cleveland. From the pitching, from the starting pitching, the bullpen, playing defense, timely hitting, and then obviously, this lineup's going to slug a little bit, and so that's kind of the way we're going to, try to continue to play and try to continue to keep getting back to.
All right. Well, hopefully with this result today, and kind of maybe unlock something. Michael, congrats on the win, and keep it going.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good to see a smile on the face of Michael Conforto. This is a guy that hit 33 home runs in one season with the Mets 6 years ago. And Nomar, he admitted it's been a rough go for him this season. But then he has that base hit through the shifted left side of the infield, follows that with a home run. Hopefully, this is the start of something good.
As a player and then as a teammate, where you see your seeing your teammates struggle, you're just going, man, have that one fall or maybe that one swing, because it can all of a sudden that one swing can get things back on track.
Yeah.
Got that one little knock going the other way, and you're in the dugout. You're so excited and happy for him, because you're going, man, how many balls has he hit hard right at a guy, and thinking that was the swing, and telling yourself, all right, listen, I know it wasn't a positive result, but I swung well, and then finally getting the home run, and then that also, your teammates, you're so excited for him. He was talking about the reaction of his teammates and how it felt. So hopefully this gets his confidence, and hopefully he can keep it going.
Absolutely. I love the fact he stayed on top of a ball the other way to get that, not give him a chance, but then staying back on that baseball, getting extended. That's what we want to see from Michael Conforto, to get extended, because he is a strong dude. You mentioned over 30 bombs in a season. Hopefully that continues. Great guy, continues to work extremely hard. And like you mentioned, his teammates continue to have his back, need to hit for him to get hot.
Well, Max Muncy's another guy's had multiple 30-homer seasons, Jerry, and tonight he went deep for the 4th time. It took him a long time to get that first home run of the year. Now the power and the hits are starting to gather for him.
Yeah, I love it. Another multi-hit game for Max Muncy, and he knew it right away, a no-doubter. And we needed this home run, 3-run bomb to extend the lead. You never know what could happen in the bottom of the 9th inning. Love the fact that he stays on top. Look at that top hand finish. Better angle right there. Gets extended. 3-run bomb, Max Muncy. Once again, we need each and every one of these guys. Once again, in order to be that championship team, 1 through 9, as well as the bench, has to be productive. Max Muncy looked really good tonight.
Yeah, it's really good when Max Muncy starts producing that way and getting multiple hits. We know he can draw a walk. We know he's got a good eye and that he walks. And then sometimes when he may be struggling, he's thinking more walk than getting hits. I think the walks end up becoming a byproduct when he is driving the ball out of the ballpark, when he is getting those hits. Now all of a sudden you're putting the pressure on the team, and they're trying to be so fine with their pitches because they know they make a mistake, he can do damage. And that's when he ends up being really patient and then really honing in and taking those walks. So it's really good to see that the power's there. Hopefully this continues as well.
It was also good to see, because he had a couple of other at-bats, Nomar, where he was yelling after he missed a couple of pitches and he popped them up or flew out, and then he finally got that one later on.
Yeah, he missed a couple of pitches where he pops up and he's frustrated, and he knows when you see that ground ball is over the plate, like that's a ball you should be able to do damage on. So you get really frustrated with yourself. You're going, really, is this happening? There's another one as well where you just so upset. Those balls over the middle of the plate. Yeah, they're off speed. They're breaking ball. But then you finally get one that's up in the zone, and then you're able to do that with a squish ball. They're going, man, I had a couple I should have really done damage, and I finally get one. That is also very rewarding as a player when you're like, man, I got to make that little adjustment. I'm not going to pop up a third time. You're telling yourself, like, I'm going to get through the ball, and he did.
Yeah, listen, he's not disrespecting the pitcher because the pitcher sees the pitch he threw. You get very few mistakes in an at-bat. You got to be able to capitalize and put it hard in play. He didn't do that. His last at-bat, got a pitch he can drive. He didn't miss that one.
All right, Dodgers win at 9-5 over the Guardians. Let's head back to the booth in Cleveland. Check in one final time with Joe Davis and Oral Hershiser.
Dodgers hit 3 home runs in this game. They get another good start. Dustin May, 5 innings, 9 Ks, and they've won this series.
Yeah, you know what? The difference in the game is the 2-out RBIs. Ohtani, Edman gets a single. Ohtani goes deep. Muncy hits the 3-run job at the end to give him some breathing room, but those 5 2-out RBIs were huge.
And Clayton Kershaw, hopefully, rain permitting, tomorrow.
Yeah, it'd be great. He's going to be a breaking ball pitcher, right? And the Guardians have not hit the breaking ball well at all. We saw that with Dustin May. We saw it with Kasparius. We saw it with Dreyer. Go and have a good breaking ball tomorrow, Clayton, and have a good outing.
And maybe go for the sweep. Dodgers Guardians wrap up this series 1:10 local time, 10:10 LA time. Weather not looking good, rain throughout the day, so hopefully at some point the game gets played.
Dustin, you were cruising along to start this one. I think it was that 4th inning is where they more got to you. How do you kind of just assess an outing like today for yourself?
I thought it was fine. Swing and miss was there. Just one bad pitch. The long balls kind of got me the last however many starts. So got to try and figure out a way to limit that going forward.
Yeah, after your last outing, you talked about just kind of being in tune with yourself. Are you finding that at least consistency, or that I guess consistently feeling that into this outing as well?
Yeah, I mean, body's been feeling good, so I'm going to take that as a positive and run with it, no matter kind of what the results of the outing are. Some things are going good, some things are kind of still in the works, trying to figure some stuff out, but it's a positive.
You had a pretty dramatic reaction on that, the home run pitch.
All my home run reactions are pretty dramatic.
You just knew as soon as you let go of it.
I mean, I give up a lot of soft contact, and when they're hit hard, they're normally homers, so I give pretty good reactions.
Dustin May talking about being burned by the long ball recently. His first 5 starts of the year, all in April, he allowed a total of 1 home run. He's now given up a home run in each of his 5 starts here in May. But the bright side, Nomar, he talked about it. He had swing and miss stuff in this game and had his most strikeouts in 3 years.
Yeah, he did have swing and miss stuff. He looked really good. And as he mentioned, he made one bad pitch, and it was over the middle plate. Made him pay, but he looked outstanding. We're going to go to the K zone, and we're going to break down Dustin May's performance. Listen, stay off the plate, right, but make him competitive, look like they're going to be down the middle, and then catch the corners. Well, here it is, 3-2. Okay, there you get the swing and miss. Thank you very much. Maybe help him out a little bit. But look at these pitches right there. Look where they're starting. Look at the run. We know that we have the filthy meter. We know that, but just the way they start. Then you start backdooring the breaking ball. Now you have to get guys leaning over the plate because they're thinking, okay, I can't give up on those pitches because they're going to come back. You get the swing and miss away, but then you do it again with the backdoor breaking ball. But everything on the corner, where they're starting, he is allowing the natural run of his pitches to be effective to work for him. But that one, it started off in the middle of the plate, which is where you're looking naturally as a hitter when you're ahead in the count, and it comes over the middle of the plate. But what's impressive is look at the way he comes back. Look at this 5th inning. He was still filthy, going out there, catching the corners, still backdooring the breaking ball. And that inning, we're talking about guys trying to get stretched out. We heard Dave Roberts talking about that, stretching guys out, going, he had 90 pitches at that point. Yes, you have that 1-3-0, but he gave up one bad pitch. Now you're looking to see, okay, how is that next inning? How does he bounce back? We saw it there. Really effective, coming back, catching the corners in rhythm. This is one where you maybe let him ride it out a little longer. We're talking about trying to give that bullpen some help. let him go over them, get over those 100 pitches. We're looking for that. Even one inning will factor in and help out this bullpen because of the stuff he had today.
Yes.
You know, you want to see how a guy reacts after giving up that one inning, and he reacted fantastic.
I think the longer he would have went in this game, I think he would have had more movement and more control. I would have loved to see him go out there for that 7th inning, 6th inning as well. He had that type of stuff. Him getting that backdoor breaking ball to work, that is nasty to go along with that front hipper to the lefty. You have those two pitches working against left-handed hitters, he is a nightmare. He made one mistake. If he makes that pitch, same type of pitch, but down, he may get a ground ball, but he left it up on a 1-0 pitch. Credit the hitter, he squared it up. But other than that, he was outstanding.
He was outstanding. And sometimes you just wait and maybe see how that inning plays out, right? Maybe wonder if the Dodgers may have scored 4 or 5, you know, and then you maybe let him send him out there. He's got a little bit of a cushion and give him a little bit and see if he's effective.